How's it going, everybody? Joey64 here with another one-off video. Today we are featuring Sonic 1's Revival. So yeah, here we are. So this is the second one-off video. After last week we had Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, and it's the second one for now. I plan to do more of these in the future, obviously, but for now we're just doing these two, just because I need a little bit of a buffer between to get us ready for the next video, obviously. Anyhow, this is Sonic 1's Revival. So, most of you probably wondering, what is Sonic 1's? Sonic 1's is an endless 1 game for mobile devices. This is recording on my phone, by the way. And basically, you run through these endless, automatically generated areas, chasing down, collecting gems, wings, and all this other stuff, trying to get the highest score possible. And once you get to the end of every section, you get to hit Eggman a couple times, you get a whole bunch of rewards. And of course, eventually, he'll drop his bomb, and you have to speed on up. You gotta basically just keeps going faster and faster until you just can't handle the speed anymore, and you are out. So I would say I'm average at this game. I tend to panic a lot once like it gets like really like fast paced. That's when I get really bad. It's like once I make one mistake, then I make like 5 others. So yeah. So one of the things you could do, there are, one of the collectibles are red wings, which we've seen a little bit already. Basically, that's why I spent some of my red wings, so I could keep playing, because, you know, I want to actually show off some of the stage to y'all, so just the first little minute or two. But this is Sonic 1's Revival. This is actually not, so back in 2015, Sega released Sonic 1's on mobile devices, iOS and Android, of course. And it was out for about a year. But after that, they shut down the servers and you weren't able to play the game again. Until 2019, a whole bunch of fans got together and they created Sonic 1's Revival, or Project Revival is how it was known back in development. Project Revival was worked on for a while, and they have a YouTube channel, Twitter page, which will all be in the description below, because it's an amazing team of fans that created this. And I've been following this project since the start. They are amazing. They have a great fan base. It's a small fan base, but, well, honestly, it's bigger than mine, but it's pretty good, honestly. They have a great fan base. It's awesome. I think there's a Discord server. I may be wrong. I'm not a part of it if there is. I have no Red Star Boots left. There are no microtransactions like the normal games, so obviously it's a fan server. It's all free. But it's just like the original. I played original back in the day when it first came out. And when the stores got shut down, along with everyone else, I was pretty sad. But yeah, we'll talk about the actual people a bit more near the end of the video. But right here, this is the buddy system. Basically, you're allowed to have 2 buddies that help aid you. As you want to have the RC airship and the red crystal monster. So yeah, you get Snow Chow. There's all these different buddies you can get. Which, like right here, I actually unlocked the Snow Chow while we were playing earlier. And now when I use the Indigo Wisp, which is one of the items you would collect, now it'll last longer. While here with Christmas Nights, which is now my second buddy, it'll make the game slower, so I'm able to control it a bit better. These are all the characters. This is one of the best things about this game. We have characters throughout the entire series. Even characters like Metal Sonic, Big, Cream Silver, Tikal, the Werehog, Styx, and Mephiles. We have all these, like, Mephiles from Sonic 06 was released in this game. All the characters you see here, these are all characters that you could have gotten during the original one of this game. It's crazy how many there are. Alright, so right here, these are the roulette wheels. This is how you unlock items, you can get more buddies. Yes, I saw there, I already had one of that buddy already, so they leveled up. But you're gonna unlock buddies, characters, and all sorts of items here. You see there, I got a buddy. I believe I got a character doing this. Eventually, we'll see it. Eventually, I did get a character. Those little like rainbow color eggs. Those are how you get characters. You can also spend a whole bunch of rings to get characters. I believe it's 200 red rings per character, and then it's 100,000. It goes for like 200,000. It's like 1,000,000 wings, depending on what character it is to unlock them. Now we got the event buddy there actually. So right now there's an event going on. It's the Easter event. It may or may not be going on by the time this gets uploaded. Oh, also this character I got Vector. I don't show him off, but he's a power type. So yeah, Vector, cool beans. It's actually the first character I've gotten that's not Sonic. Anyhow, so there's the Easter event going on right now, which right now, if you go to the timed mode, which that's kind of where all the events are held, which we'll see in a little bit. But if you go to the time attack mode, there'll be Easter eggs and all that. And that's how you can unlock stuff like Molina from Sonic and the Black Knight. You saw earlier, I got the Easter Bunny, Buddy. You get all these different things. It's really cool. This game has so much fan service. It's unbelievable. We have Excalibur from Sonic and the Black Knight. We have Molina, like I said, the Black Knight from Sonic and Black Knight. Those Caliborn. Shawa from Sonic the Secret Wings. Not the best game, but hey, she's here. Mephiles from Sonic 06. We have some of the Iblis monsters from there. Like, there was literally just everything. We have Chow, all these different variants of Chow, and it's crazy how many Knights. We have Knights. There's so many crossovers. There's a Puyo Puyo crossover, the Knights one, a Phantasy Star Online one, a Monster Hunter. I think there's one or two other ones I may be forgetting. But it's crazy how much fan service they packed to this game. Anyhow, this is time attack mode. As you see, we got 60 seconds on the clock. You collect little timers as you go on. That's the Indigo Wisp, by the way. That now we have more time to use it because of our Christmas Chow. Or Snow Chow, whatever its name was. But this is the Easter event. Basically, it's just a recoloring of the stuff from before. But it's still pretty cool. I like it. And you can collect Easter eggs and all that. If you collect enough Easter eggs, you can unlock special rewards and all that. It's pretty cool. And there's also custom music for this. This soundtrack for this game was amazing. This was made by Sonic Team. This was Sonic Team's like big game for 2015 to 2016. This was the big game that came out for it, which it's great. I love this game, honestly. I didn't play a lot before it came out. Now with Revival, Wonders Revival, I do play it. I played a fair amount, to be honest. I do enjoy it a lot. It's solid. Like, I know I've been saying that a lot, but this game is it's truly something. But the big thing of this, you're just constantly wanting to collect clocks, and you just gotta keep going. The soundtrack of this game is great. They actually did release the OST to this, because like I said, this was a Sonic Team game. This was the Sonic Team game made after, what was it? Sonic Lost World. So this is like, it's not a mainline Sonic game, but it's the closest thing we had to a mainline Sonic game at the time. And like I said, this fan service is just out crazy. It's just all over the place. Now, if you haven't noticed already, this is based off of Sonic Lost World. All the levels, Windy Hill Valley, all of them are in this game. The only one they actually didn't put in was Silent Forest, which was obviously the forest world of Sonic Lost World. One of the things Wonders Revival did was add Silent Jungle to this game. It was one of the first brand new things he added to the game that wasn't a part of the original game, which was that's a really cool thing about this. They'll add in new stuff. Like right before this, they had a April Fool's event where you go on and then like Sonic's head would be big, or certain parts of his body would be, and different stuff happened. Like all the like gem icons, instead of it being eggs, I wanted to say it was like different, just random images. I don't really remember what the images actually were. They may have been memes. I may be wrong, but they were just different things, and it was really cool. But it has leaderboards, which I don't think I show off, but I don't think I'm actually signed up with the leaderboards. But it has leaderboards. Basically, everything the original game had is here. Like even right now, we're getting to the story mode. You see, this is the plot for this is Cubot is delivering something for Dr. Eggman, so we gotta chase down Cubot and find Dr. Eggman and find out just what are they doing. Like what is the plan? Now, really, the story isn't that big of a deal. It is the easiest way to get Red Wings is by doing the story. But except for that, the story mode isn't nothing to write home about. It is kind of cool. It is how you unlock characters. Level 10, when you get to beat level 10, I believe that's where you get Tails, and you level 20 or 30, you unlock Knuckles. If Wonders Revival has changed something with that, I don't know, because I actually haven't even unlocked Tails yet. Like I said, my first character outside of Sonic I got was Vector. So that was really cool. I would like to get Metal Sonic. That's a character. That's always been my favorite character. It's one reason why I like Sonic Heroes so much, because he's the main villain. Yeah. So that's basically it. There's nothing too crazy with this game. It's your typical endless wonder. It's amazing. It's a great endless wonder. It does have boss fights. Later on, we'll see the boss fights. And there's a Red Wing. I jumped over it, so I didn't get it. But yeah. There's really not too much else. This is powered by Out1, which is the Sorvoids one and on. There's really not too much else, to be honest, except for this the gameplay here. I do actually I do show off the top speed in this level. That's why I kept this in. But like I said, this is amazing. The items, all the Wisp come back. So you have like Laser, Indigo with Asteroid, Drill, which I don't remember if I showed Drill off. It's random when the Wisp come up, so like I would have to play for hours to like find them. But I do like how this game, the way it is, it's like, okay, the best place to be is on top. And just like the typical Sonic games, if you're on the top layer, it's harder, but also if you stay up there, you're safer. But if you fall down, it's going to get really hard. Also see that with Dr. Eggman's health bar, there's little lines on the side, because you fight him 3 times, and then you get to the top 3, which is basically just how long can you survive without dying, which, like I said, I do show off here. This is a really good way to get wings, honestly. This is the main way you're supposed to play games through the story mode and just go against Dr. Eggman. The writing for this game is amazing. They wrote so many unique stories. And it's actually the game that explained why some of the Wisp, at the end of Sonic, at the end of Sonic Colors, the Wisp left. They left the planet on Earth and all that. They went to go back to their home. This actually explains, one of the storylines explains why the Wisp never left. Or some of them didn't leave. Some of them stayed behind because they liked Sonic's world so much, they decided to stay here. Which, it's something. At least they actually acknowledged it. My first way to actually find out about that, here's a drill Wisp, by the way. You just swipe up to go up and down on the ground. Swipe up and down. But my first way of actually finding that out was reading the IDW comics. I think it was issue 3 where they brought that up. I was like, oh, cool. And then later on, when I was playing through this game, I found that out. I was like, oh, this is where it actually came from. All these storylines are exactly what's from Wonder's Revival. Which, it's crazy how many... this is why the Sonic fan base is my favorite fan base. This shows the amount of dedication. Like, I don't know if, like, Super Mario 1 was taken down, which I believe Mario 1's still up. I haven't played that for ages, honestly. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like the fan base of Nintendo would be like that. I feel like Nintendo has a bigger fan base, but Sega, they're okay with fans, doing stuff like fan games and all that. They're not making a profit off of this. The Team Revival is not making a profit off of this game. They just made it so people can experience Sonic once again. You see, Sega, they're okay with it. That's why I like Sega promotes their fan base so much with like art contests, the social media, their Twitter. If you go to their Twitter page with something they did back in March, I Wish the Hedgehog. It's just, they do so much. And it's amazing. I really do like what Sega does with their fan base. Because I feel like if something similar with Super Mario 1 happened with this, I feel like they made a fan server, Nintendo would shut it down. That's it. And I understand when Nintendo does that. It is their game, it's their property. Same thing here with Sega. But as long as fans aren't making a profit off of it, I personally feel like it's fine. Like, if you really want to make money off of it, like Nintendo's really that mad about it, like, why don't you keep the service going? Like, if you don't want to keep service up yourself, just let the fans do it. That's the way I've always seen it. I love Nintendo, but they do have their fair share of problems. Sega has their own fair share of problems as well. It's just the fan base and the way they handle the fan base is one of the best things about it. And right here is one of the many boss fights. There's actually a couple different boss fights in this game. But right here, what you have to do, there'll be spike balls bounce up and down, then there'll be these yellow balls. You have to hit the yellow balls with Eggman's little logo back at him. And it's a pretty simple fight. There are other ones that actually get a bit harder. So actually, when I finished recording this, I kept playing the game for a bit longer. And there are other parts to where they make it a bit harder to actually, go against Eggman. Like, it adds spike balls around the yellow balls, and you have to, like, jump in between spike balls to hit him and all that. And yeah, that's how the boss fights are. Not too hard. See right there, the battle cruiser. That's from Sonic Heroes. It's those airships from Sonic Heroes. It's like, and I believe Shadow the Hedgehog as well. This is that the stuff that like that is kind of crazy to me. And right here we got some dialogue between some banter between everybody. I like right here they acknowledge the items, which is kind of weird. That's our old friend Invincible. It's kind of like weird. It's weird that they acknowledge like, oh yeah, invincibility, shields, and all that. Just, I don't know. It's kind of odd, but it's kind of a neat thing. And we got an item. Cool beans. And you get some red wings too, of course. 10-star red star wings. That's what they're actually called. I keep calling them red wings. They're called red star wings. Hey, that's it. And right here, there's another story when I go and look at it, obviously. But there's a whole bunch of stories and all that in this game. Anyhow, that's it for Sonic Wonders Revival. Thank you all so very much for watching this. Please, in the description below will be everything about this game, where you can download and all that. It's amazing. The Revival team did a great job on this, and I implore y'all to go check it out. Thank you all so very much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye.